So what? Su Muchen snorted coldly. Su Yawen had found out so quickly, indicating that there were still informants around him who hadn't been cleaned out. It seemed he needed to pick up the pace. Su Muchen's attitude completely infuriated Su Yawen, who angrily retorted, "It seems you've been abroad for many years and have long forgotten the Su family's rules, haven't you? The Su family rules. Rule 1. Descendants of the Su family are forbidden from associating with descendants of the Song family, nor shall they have any involvement with them. Rule 2. Descendants of the Su family are forbidden from directly or indirectly participating in any dangerous sports, such as bungee jumping, skydiving, etc. Rule 3. Descendants of the Su family are forbidden from eating at restaurants other than those under the Su family's banner. Rule 4. Descendants of the Su family are forbidden from having conflicts or disputes with members of the Lu family for any reason or cause. These family rules have been passed down through generations. As for why these rules existed, Su Muchen did not know. However, coincidentally, Su Muchen had broken all these family rules because he did not approve of these family rules. Su Muchen's eyes grew cold. He changed the subject, saying, "What? Now I'm considered a Su family member again." He couldn't let Su Yawen know that the woman with him that day was Song Qiaoyi, a member of the Song family. If Su Yawen found out about Song Qiaoyi, given his temper, he might do anything to her. Su Yawen adjusted his glasses and eyed him askance. "What do you mean?" Su Muchen kindly reminded him. "10 years ago, the night before I went abroad, do you remember what you said?" Su Yawen's face darkened. "I'm afraid you've long forgotten, haven't you?" Su Muchen's lips curved into a disdainful smile. "Then let me refresh your memory. That night you said that as long as I left the Su family, I would no longer have any ties to them. Well, does that ring a bell?" 10 years ago, Su Muchen chose to go abroad and seek refuge with Lin Fei's elder brother, Lin Pingzhi. Because of how Su Yawen treated Lin Fei, Lin Pingzhi had long harbored deep hatred for Su Yawen, yet he was frustrated by his inability to do anything for Lin Fei. In earlier years, out of respect for Lin Fei, Lin Pingzhi had been civil to Su Yawen. But after Lin Fei's death, Lin Pingzhi, seeking revenge against Su Yawen, continuously pressured Su Yawen's overseas businesses through his own international connections. This directly or indirectly led to Su Yawen's overseas expansion projects repeatedly failing. Su Yawen had been displeased with Lin Pingzhi for a long time already. Hearing that his own son was choosing to go abroad and seek refuge with Lin Pingzhi meant that Su Muchen would surely become Su Yawen's enemy in the future. Infighting. How could Su Yawen tolerate that? So, the night before Su Muchen was to go abroad, Su Yawen sought him out, tried to persuade him not to leave, saying he would arrange for him to join a subsidiary of the Su Corporation. And in the future, if the opportunity arose, he would publicly acknowledge Su Muchen's identity. Su Muchen refused. If it were in the past, Su Muchen would have gladly agreed, but at that time, Su Muchen only wanted to leave Su Yawen. In a fit of anger, Su Yawen declared that once he chose to go abroad, he would have no connection to the Su family and would not be allowed to inherit any of the Su family's property, and that he would never acknowledge him again. He told Su Muchen to think it over carefully. That day, Su Yawen slammed the door and left after speaking. But Su Muchen still chose to go abroad the next day, and from then on, Su Muchen had no further contact with anyone from the Su family. Su Yawen slammed his hand on the table in a rage. The glass of water on it rippled intensely from the vibration, splashing water onto the back of Su Yawen's hand. "You unfilial son, don't think I don't know anything. How many obstacles have you openly and secretly placed in the company's path to help that Lin Pingzhi fellow over the years you've been abroad? If AMO hadn't discovered it in time, who knows how much loss would have been incurred?" Su Yuma, the son of Su Yawen and Zhang Jai, and Su Muchen's paternal half-brother. He had been doted on by Su Yawen since childhood, was the Su family's sole publicly acknowledged heir, and the eldest young master of the Su family. Su Muchen was indifferent, as if it had nothing to do with him. So what if you know? That's all your own doing. You cough, cough, cough. Su Yawen was so enraged by Su Muchen that he coughed repeatedly, unable to speak properly. Zhang Jai heard Su Yawen's urgent coughing from the second floor. She rushed down in a flurry and gently patted his back. As Zhang Jai patted Su Yawen's back, she turned her head to look at Su Muchen. "Muchen, your father is old now, and his health isn't what it used to be. For some things from the past, you shouldn't hold grudges against him." Although Su Yawen's face was indeed pale, Su Muchen remained unmoved. Not hold grudges against him? Su Muchen could never forget, nor forgive, what Su Yawen had done to Lin Fei in his youth. Su Yawen pushed Zhang Jai away. "Stop talking nonsense." He felt that Zhang Jai's words made him lose face in front of Su Muchen. He couldn't maintain his dignity and became even more furious. Su Yawen composed himself and warned Su Muchen again, "Listen to me clearly. As long as you bear the surname Su, you must abide by the Su family rules." Su Muchen ignored Su Yan's warning completely and turned to leave. Su Yan called out to him. Stop. You stop right there. Su Muchen, with a cold expression, didn't even wait for Su Yan to finish speaking. He left the Su family compound without looking back. Thus, he did not see Su Yan immediately collapse heavily to the ground and fall into a coma after he left. Meanwhile, as soon as Song Qiaoyi returned to her apartment, she received a call from Lu Yinsheng. On the phone, Lu Yinsheng said he had something to tell her and asked her to come over immediately. Song Qiaoyi had always respected Lu Yinsheng and rarely refused him, so she readily agreed. But what Song Qiaoyi didn't expect was that the meeting place this time would be her own home, the Song family home. As soon as Song Qiaoyi entered, the living room was filled with people, including Lu Yinsheng, Song Xiao and his wife, and even Lu Yubai. Song Xiao and Lu Yinsheng were discussing something, both smiling broadly, especially Song Xiao, who seemed to be floating. Meng Qinglan, on the other hand, was busy serving tea and water to them all, scurrying back and forth. However, Song Xiao was not to be seen. As for Lu Yubai, he sat next to Lu Yinsheng, his face dark throughout, as if something unpleasant had just been said to him. Song Qiaoyi had no idea what it was. Seeing Song Qiaoyi enter, Meng Qinglan, who usually disliked her, actually greeted her proactively and very warmly, with a smiling face. Oh, dear, Qiaoyi is back. Come quickly and sit here. Your grandpa Lu has been waiting for you for a long time. Song Qiaoyi was disdainful. Meng Qinglan's feigned sincerity was only for show in front of Lu Yinsheng. Among the few people in the living room, Song Qiaoyi only greeted Lu Yinsheng, hello, Grandpa Lu. Especially Meng Qinglan, who had deliberately tried to show goodwill in front of Lu Yinsheng, was ignored by Song Qiaoyi, making her so angry her molars almost ground down. Lu Yinsheng gestured, inviting Song Qiaoyi to sit beside him. Song Qiaoyi obediently sat down. Throughout, she did not look at Lu Yubai once. As soon as Song Qiaoyi sat down, she looked at Meng Qinglan, who had also just sat down and deliberately asked, HM, where's my water? To avoid exposing herself in front of Lu Yinsheng, Meng Qinglan could only force a smile and say, Oh, I'm sorry, it's my fault. I'll go pour it for you right away. The moment the cup was heavily put down, the sound of it hitting the table still inadvertently revealed Meng Qinglan's suppressed anger. Song Qiaoyi smiled but said nothing. Lu Yinsheng turned slightly, explaining the purpose of his visit today. Qiaoyi, Grandpa is here today to discuss your matter with AU with your father. Song Qiaoyi subconsciously glanced at Lu Yubai out of the corner of her eye. Still the same no reaction. Before Song Qiaoyi could speak, Song Xiao preemptively answered, asking with a smile, Oh, Master Lu, what are your plans? A new horse ranch is opening in a couple of days. I remember Qiaoyi once mentioned she likes horseback riding. I plan to arrange for her and our AU to go play at the ranch and cultivate their relationship. Song Qiaoyi originally wanted to refuse. She didn't want to go out alone with Lu Yubai. Before she could say anything, Song Xiao cut her off and agreed to Lu Yinsheng. Song Xiao clapped his hands in approval, without asking Song Qiaoyi's opinion at all, and agreed on his own. Whatever old Master Lu arranges is fine. Our Qiaoyi will follow it. Lu Yinsheng nodded. He looked at Lu Yubai, who had been quiet throughout, his smile instantly vanishing as he asked seriously, Hey you, what do you think? Lu Yubai was playing with his phone, not looking up, appearing indifferent. I have no opinion. Whatever Grandpa arranges is fine. All right then, it's decided. As Lu Yinsheng stood up, everyone except Lu Yubai also stood up. In 3 days, I'll have AU come to pick up Qiaoyi. To allow them to foster their relationship, we adults won't go, so they don't feel awkward. Song Xiao bowed and nodded. Yes. They're young people. Let them develop their relationship in their own way. We'll just wait for the good news. Song Qiaoyi stood by, her face dark, watching Song Zhao's fawning expression towards Lu Yinsheng, a fire inexplicably ignited in her heart. She hadn't said anything, so why did Song Xiao agree for her? Lu Yinsheng left the Song family with Lu Yubai. Song Qiaoyi was also preparing to leave. Song Xiao called out to her, In 3 days, go to the horse ranch. Remember to get along well with Lu Yubai. Song Qiaoyi stopped. She didn't turn around, but tilted her face. Why? You agreed to Grandpa Lu, not me. Her soft-featured profile, but her tone was unusually cold. Do you still want Xixi's necklace? I know you've been looking for it, right? Song Qiaoyi's body trembled. Song Xiao continued to threaten. As long as you obediently go to the horse ranch and cultivate your relationship with Lu Yubai, I will return it to you when you successfully get married. Song Xiao snorted. I know that necklace is very important to you. You better be obedient. Otherwise, you'll never get the necklace again. Think it through. Song Zhao's threats were like heavy hammers, pounding Song Qiaoyi into powerless resistance. Song Qiaoyi bit her lower lip tightly. her body trembling, and it took her a while to stammer out a sentence. I know, I'll go. Asterisk 3 days later. Lu Yubai came to the apartment to pick up Song Qiaoyi as promised. In the car, neither of them spoke, and for a moment, the car was eerily quiet. The car stopped in an intersection. Lu Yubai's well-defined knuckles tapped the steering wheel, and he hummed a tune, seemingly in a good mood. Song Qiaoyi didn't ask much. Anyway, she knew that Lu Yubai's good mood was most likely unrelated to her. At the last intersection nearing the horse ranch, Lu Yubai suddenly apologized. Song Qiaoyi, at the hospital last time, I shouldn't have doubted you. Can you stop being angry? Song Qiaoyi looked at Lu Yubai cautiously. This was the first time he had properly apologized to her, and she was a little surprised. I'm not angry. The green light turned on, and Lu Yubai stepped on the accelerator. You say you're not angry, but we used to talk about everything. Look how it's been the whole way. I'm quite unaccustomed to it. Song Qiaoyi emphasized again, I really am not angry. She was just disappointed. Disappointment was greater than anger. Lu Yubai glanced at Song Qiaoyi and asked again, then for the next few days at the horse ranch, can we get along well like we used to? Song Qiaoyi sat in the passenger seat, lowering her head, playing with the hem of her skirt. We'll see. Actually, Song Qiaoyi had long since stopped being angry. She was just disappointed that Lu Yubai had doubted her because of a single word from Jiang Xinyu. That's all. Arriving at the horse ranch, Lu Yubai got out of the car, and for the first time, proactively walked around the passenger side to open the door for Song Qiaoyi. Get out, we're here. He even thoughtfully blocked the car door frame for Song Qiaoyi to prevent her from hitting her head. Be careful. The moment Song Qiaoyi got out of the car, her eyes met Lu Yubai's, and it seemed to bring back the feeling she used to have with Lu Yubai, until a woman's voice completely shattered Song Qiaoyi's thoughts. Hey you're finally here. I've been waiting for you for so long. Jiang Xinyu. Lu Yubai had secretly brought her to the horse ranch again. He truly couldn't bear to miss any opportunity to take Jiang Xinyu out. Seeing Song Qiaoyi, Jiang Xinyu carefully greeted her. Qiaoyi, long time no see. Song Qiaoyi chose to ignore her. Seeing Song Qiaoyi ignoring her, Jiang Xinyu just smiled, then turned to Lu Yubai. Hey you did very well. So, Lu Yubai's actions were all taught by Jiang Xinyu. She had thought. Song Qiaoyi shook her head. It turns out she was just being sentimental. Song Qiaoyi got out of the car, no longer looking at Lu Yubai. She said some words up front. If Grandpa finds out you secretly brought her here again, I won't help you anymore. As she spoke, as Song Qiaoyi turned to leave, a tear instantly slid down her cheek. In the evening, Song Qiaoyi walked alone along the coastline. The sea breeze picked up, messing her hair, and through the strands, a familiar figure was vaguely seen. The familiar figure walked closer and closer until he stood completely in front of her. A smile involuntarily appeared on Song Qiaoyi's face. She blinked, looking at the man in front of her, her voice still choked with tears. Muchen. This was the first time Song Qiaoyi had called Su Muchen by name. Su Muchen visibly flinched, but he quickly noticed something was amiss with Song Qiaoyi. The seaside in the evening was a bit chilly. The biting sea wind lashed against her bare skin, causing sharp pain. Song Qiaoyi was wearing only a single thin dress, its hem fluttering with the wild sea wind, revealing her fair and slender legs. Su Muchen immediately took off his jacket and draped it over Song Qiaoyi's shoulders, his long fingers rubbing her arms. What's wrong? Song Qiaoyi buried her head in Su Muchen's embrace, actively hugging him, her small body trembling silently. Su Muchen's atoms apple-bobbed. His body clearly stiffened. Realizing what was happening, he wrapped his arms around Song Qiaoyi, gently patting her back, his voice soft. Why are you here? What happened? Su Muchen had come to inspect the horse ranch. This horse ranch was a cooperative project between him personally and the Lu family. He came today, firstly, to survey the actual site, and secondly, to research how to quickly promote the ranch. He had originally planned to stay for a few days and then leave, never expecting to encounter Song Qiaoyi here. However, given the current situation, Song Qiaoyi must have come with Lu Yubai. You came with Lu Yubai, didn't you? Hearing Lu Yubai's name, Song Qiaoyi buried her head a little deeper, her body trembling. She nodded in Su Muchen's arms. She didn't know when it started, but Song Qiaoyi had begun to rely on Su Muchen. As long as he was there, she felt completely at ease. Su Muchen held Song Qiaoyi even tighter. Then where is he? How could he leave you alone here? Song Qiaoyi composed herself and recounted what she had just witnessed. An hour ago, Song Qiaoyi was packing her luggage in her room when she suddenly received a message from Lu Yubai, asking her to come to the rocky area by the sea. He had something to tell her privately. Song Qiaoyi went. She did indeed see Lu Yubai among the rocks, but he wasn't alone. Jiang Xinyu was by his side. The two of them strolled along the seaside, unaware that Song Qiaoyi was standing right behind them. Song Qiaoyi had originally intended to go up and confront Lu Yubai, to ask if he had deliberately called her there to watch them flaunt their affection. Instead, she saw Lu Yubai embrace Jiang Xinyu, lowering his head to kiss her. The setting sun stretched their shadows long. The sea breeze gently brushed past them like a painting. Song Qiaoyi's heart ached uncontrollably. She had clearly warned herself countless times not to be affected by anything concerning Lu Yubai anymore. But each time, she failed. Song Qiaoyi turned around. She walked aimlessly along the coastline, in the opposite direction from them, until Su Muchen appeared before her. Song Qiaoyi snapped out of it, realizing she seemed a little too intimate with Su Muchen. She quickly let go of him and took a few steps back. Song Qiaoyi lowered her head, her face flushed. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to treat you like an emotional dumping ground. Su Muchen considerately pulled her jacket tighter around Song Qiaoyi. Come on, it's late and the wind is strong. I'll take you back to the hotel. Song Qiaoyi hunched her shoulders. She nodded. Su Muchen and Song Qiaoyi were not staying at the same hotel. After walking Song Qiaoyi back to her room, he turned and left. Song Qiaoyi was all alone. She stood by the window, looking at the room next door. That was the room Lu Yubai had specifically booked for Jiang Xinyu. Lu Yubai would be sleeping there tonight. As the lights in that room went out, the light in Song Qiaoyi's eyes also vanished along with them. The next day, Song Qiaoyi was woken up by Lu Yubai's call. He wanted to invite her to go horseback riding with him. Song Qiaoyi agreed. She already enjoyed horseback riding, and since they would each ride their own horse, she readily agreed. However, when Song Qiaoyi arrived at the horse ranch, she discovered that Lu Yubai had indeed brought Jiang Xinyu. Heh, she should have known. Song Qiaoyi completely ignored Jiang Xinyu's greeting. She walked into the stables to choose a horse she liked. She quickly spotted a black horse. Its coat was smooth and shiny, and its bill was strong and healthy. Song Qiaoyi took a liking to it at first glance. This one, she said. Even the stable hand couldn't help but praise her. Miss, you have excellent taste. This horse is the fastest one we have here. But he couldn't help but feel a little worried again. Miss, are you sure you can handle it? If you get injured, we won't be responsible. Song Qiaoyi was full of confidence. Don't worry. She mounted the horse. Galloping across the vast grassland, Song Qiaoyi hadn't felt this relaxed and free in a long time. She could finally indulge herself to her heart's content. Song Qiaoyi rode tirelessly around the horse ranch for about half an hour. She stopped on a gentle slope, preparing to rest. She dismounted. Song Qiaoyi lay on the grassy slope, gazing up at the blue sky and white clouds, then slowly closed her eyes. Jiang Xinyu's voice, ill-timed, sounded above Song Qiaoyi's head. Qiaoyi, so you ran off to here, so this is where you are. Like a persistent ghost. Song Qiaoyi didn't open her eyes. She impatiently turned her face away. Song Qiaoyi, you're quite fast, getting all the way here in no time. Lu Yubai, naturally, was also by Jiang Xinyu's side. Jiang Xinyu said self-importantly, yes, Qiaoyi is amazing at riding horses. Not like me. I'm so bad at it, even after learning for so long. I still struggle to get on the horse. Lu Yubai glanced at WeChat and said, why don't you let Song Qiaoyi teach you? I happen to have something I need to go back and take care of. Jiang Xinyu, is that okay? There's nothing wrong with it. She's just idle with nothing to do anyway. Lu Yubai lightly nudged Song Qiaoyi's hands, which were cushioning her head. Song Qiaoyi, Xinyu is in your care. I'm leaving. Lu Yubai was still the same. He never once asked if Song Qiaoyi was willing. Jiang Xinyu sat down beside Song Qiaoyi. Qiaoyi, now that it's just the two of us, there are some things I have to say. Song Qiaoyi opened one eye, glancing sideways at her. What do you want to say? The truth is, Ayo never liked you at all. All these years, you've been imagining things. Otherwise, how could I have made him fall for me in just a few months? Song Qiaoyi opened both eyes and turned her head. What do you want to convey? That you won. Isn't it obvious? Don't forget, he doesn't even have the courage to confess to Grandpa Lu. Jiang Xinyu's lips curved upwards, as if she was brewing something. I know, which is why it's time to put some pressure on him. Song Qiaoyi was puzzled. What do you mean? Jiang Xinyu suddenly stood up. She leaned close to Song Qiaoyi and whispered in her ear, the show's beginning. Song Qiaoyi hadn't reacted yet. Jiang Xinyu quickly mounted the horse, deliberately kicked it, startling it and sending it galloping towards Song Qiaoyi. Song Qiaoyi couldn't dodge in time, was directly hit by the horse and knocked to the ground, her elbows scraping the earth. She cried out, rolling several times down the slope. Jiang Xinyu, moreover, fell directly from the horse, rolled several times down the slope, slammed into a tree trunk at the bottom, and passed out. The commotion was too great. It attracted the attention of nearby riders, who immediately called 120 for an emergency ambulance. When Lu Yubai rushed over, Jiang Xinyu was about to be lifted onto a stretcher. Seeing Lu Yubai, she cried with a tear-streaked face. Ah, I'm in so much pain. Jiang Xinyu was covered in tiny scratches from the grass, which were even more noticeable against her fair skin. Lu Yubai was heartbroken, and also very angry. Lu Yubai first accompanied the nurse as they pushed Jiang Xinyu into the ward. He sat by her bed and asked with concern, "Does it still hurt?" Jiang Xinyu was bandaged all over, with a neck brace on. Her eyes glanced at Lu Yubai, and a tear slid down her cheek. "Ah, I'm in so much pain. It hurts terribly with every movement. Am I going to be paralyzed?" Lu Yubai comforted her. "Of course not. You'll be fine in a few days and can be discharged." "Really?" Lu Yubai gently stroked Jiang Xinyu's hair. "Of course. When have I ever lied to you?" Lu Yubai's expression suddenly turned serious. "But what exactly happened just now? How did you suddenly fall off the horse when you were fine?" Jiang Xinyu's nose felt a little sore. "Just now. After you left, Xiao was going to teach me to ride, but she suddenly kicked the horse. I couldn't control it for a moment, and it bolted. Song Qiaoyi didn't help?" Jiang Xinyu feigned fear, trembling. Qiaoyi stood by and didn't help. She just watched me fall off the horse. Lu Yubai asked again, "She stood there the whole time?" Jiang Xinyu nodded, but she quickly explained. "Qiaoyi must have been scared too. That's why she didn't help. I don't blame her. I blame myself for being too clumsy." Lu Yubai was furious. "Xinyu, you're in this state, and you're still defending her? I'm gonna find Song Qiaoyi right now and get to the bottom of this." Jiang Xinyu feigned pity. "Oh, don't go. Qiaoyi doesn't like me, and this is just my own doing." Jiang Xinyu was very good at playing the victim to win men's sympathy, and Lu Yubai was particularly susceptible to it. Lu Yubai felt even more sorry for her. "What are you talking about? You don't need to explain for her. I'm going to find her right now. You rest well here." Jiang Xinyu watched Lu Yubai leave with a triumphant look on her face. Lu Yubai found Song Qiaoyi in the stables. Because one of her arms was injured, she could only lead the horse back to the stable with one hand. Seeing Song Qiaoyi, Lu Yubai first asked what exactly had happened just now. Just now. Jiang Xinyu mounted the horse herself, and for some reason, it charged towards me. Then she lost her balance and fell off the horse. Song Qiaoyi explained everything in detail. Lu Yubai retorted, "So you're saying Xinyu intentionally fell off the horse just now?" "That's right." Song Qiaoyi hadn't originally understood what Jiang Xinyu's phrase, "the show is about to begin," meant. Now she understood. Jiang Xinyu was someone who would put herself in harm's way. She deliberately fell off the horse to frame Song Qiaoyi. Then Xixi's car accident might really be related to her. Lu Yubai practically shouted the next sentence. "Song Qiaoyi, I never thought you were this kind of person." "What do you mean?" Lu Yubai said each word distinctly. "Xinyu said it was you who kicked the horse, causing her to fall off." Hearing this, Song Qiaoyi's heart was cut like a knife. "So, you still don't believe me? Then why bother coming to ask me?" Lu Yubai grabbed Song Qiaoyi's wrist. "Of course. I wanted to see if you would honestly confess." Song Qiaoyi touched her chest. "Lu Yubai, we've known each other for so many years. Don't you know what kind of person I am? Would I do something like this?" Lu Yubai's disbelief in her, again and again. Song Qiaoyi's heart was cut like a knife. "I really want to believe you, but with everything you've done lately, I don't even know which is the real you anymore." Song Qiaoyi no longer persisted. Her heart turned to ashes. "Well, in that case, there's nothing more for me to say to you. Lu Yubai, you've already chosen Jiang Xinyu. So, our many years of shared feelings end today." Lu Yubai's heart suddenly constricted. He hadn't expected Song Qiaoyi to say such a thing. Lu Yubai dropped the phrase. "Fine. From now on, we have nothing to do with each other." He turned and left. Lu Yubai didn't notice Song Qiaoyi's bleeding arm at all. Fortunately, Su Muchen rushed over and bandaged Song Qiaoyi's wound. Song Qiaoyi suddenly said, "Accompany me for a walk by the sea." Su Muchen nodded. The two walked by the sea, neither speaking. Song Qiaoyi kicked the sand as she walked. "I've thought it through. I think I can try something with you, the serious kind." Su Muchen stopped, grabbing Song Qiaoyi's shoulders. "Have you really thought it through? I'm a very traditional person. Once I've committed to someone, I won't change." Song Qiaoyi didn't speak. She gazed silently at Su Muchen. The two understood each other without words. Under the setting sun, Su Muchen and Song Qiaoyi's shadows stretched long, reflecting their figures embracing and kissing.